Where can you improve? Where can I improve in life? Where I can improve in life, my faith. Getting stronger with what I believe in, believing in God. I personally need to improve. So I have things in place. I have my wife in place to help me with that, so that I can improve. So then that will reflect in your true identity. That will be able to reflect everything else that I do. Because God gave all of us a purpose. So how can you improve that purpose? Where can you improve in life? All right. You can, you will, you must, you did. Let's thrive. We thrive, baby. All right. So a few weeks ago, we went over the identity. What is your identity? Saying that we have a lot of information. I was talking to one of you guys this week about you're very smart when it comes down to your nutrition, living a healthy lifestyle. But too much information is not the best information. So we're looking for that transformation. So making sure that your habits will flow with your identity. What is your identity? So if you got a pen and pencil, you got your phone on you, type this in your phone, type it in your notes. Especially when we get to what we're going to go over today, I really want you to write it down if you can. I'll get y'all the copy of this as well, so that you can go back and look over these questions. But these right here was these questions that I'm gonna ask you today. We're gonna go over today. Will really help shape you and where you are in life and where you're trying to go. So identify who you are, what you believe. Who do you believe yourself to be, and where is it that you're trying to go? Like, what type of identity upgrade is it going to take for you to become your most thriving self? So some of the essentials: the greatest human temptation is to settle for far too less. We tend to settle for less. Whether that's health, that's fitness, that's nutrition. Those are the things that we do daily. Are you settling, or are you wanting to achieve more? I may not know much about you, but there are 3 things I do know. You were created on purpose. You're not here by accident, and you were made for a purpose. That's a plan for your life. And you have a God-given greatness within you. It's up to you to find that. So usually what I figure out, like what my purpose was in life, was serving others. And I'm doing that by serving you guys here, by being on your team, by being your coach, serving you in this way. So we were all created on purpose. What is your purpose? That's what we tend to have, those ups and downs. We tend to battle that for a long period of our life. And what I figured out how to figure that out is by what do you do often that comes easy to you, that if you weren't getting paid, you would still do it. What do you do daily that you love, that comes easy to you, that you are willing to do that for the rest of your life without getting paid? That is your purpose. Elevate your daily habits. We are what we repeatedly do. So if you're someone who's drinking a soda every single day, you know that is a bad habit to have. You know where that is going to lead. If you're someone who doesn't work out consistently, you're going to look like you don't work out. That's going to shape you mentally as well. What you do with the mind, the body will follow. So the body follows the mind, but the mind also follows the body. So if you are upset, I guarantee you be pissed off in a workout. You go work out hard, there's no way that you can still be mad on the other side of that workout. The stresses that you have going on in life. You go for a 10-minute walk after every time you eat. You should be doing, if you're eating 3 times, you should be going for a 10-minute walk after. You go for a 10, 15, 20-minute walk, stressed out, sore, whatever the case might be, you come back after that, I guarantee you're going to feel better. Guarantee it. So This is why I've created the basics and the foundation actions that I call the Thrive habits, so that we can practice these things. Sleeping. You sleeping 7 to honestly 9 hours. I like to say you need to get your 8 hours of sleep. My family, my boys, y'all, everybody knows that I need my sleep. I want my sleep. It's important to me. Move. You're getting those 8 to 10,000 steps a day. That is your cardio. I really don't care if you're not going out doing 30 minutes of cardio, but if the 30 minutes of cardio or the hour to 2 hours of cardio is what you need because you don't get a lot of steps in because your job doesn't allow you to, then that's what is going to take for you to get those 8 to 10,000 steps. Then that's what we have to do. So it's just the type of life that you're living. If you're active, you're already on your feet, you're getting those 8 to 10, then the 30 minutes of cardio, hour-long cardio might not be, it'll be beneficial, but you might not have to do that. Hydrate. Getting 80 to 100 ounces plus of water to a gallon. That hydration, Melissa, you said you got fruits. The other day, 2 days ago, me and Kenzie, we went to Lowe's Food. We racked up on fruits, of course, to help give Luca some different foods so he could start eating a little bit more variety of foods, but it's to help us with our hydration. Hydration is more than just the water, and pay attention to the water that you're drinking, making sure that it's spring water because it has all the minerals. Fuel, protein, protein, protein. Y'all done heard me say it a million times. Y'all gonna hear me say it a million more. Hit those protein goals. Lift. Make sure you're lifting weights 2 to 4 times a week. If you're just starting off, 2 times, 3 to 4 times out of the week, hitting full body, upper body, lower body, split, whatever that might be. But when we lift, a few of y'all are in group fitness classes. When you lift, you should be lifting to get stronger, lifting to build muscle. Our cardio comes in that when we get our daily steps. That's where that comes in that. Reflect, track, assess, and reflect where you are, where you're trying to go. How did today go? How did your week go? So we reflect each and every week on our phone calls. That's part of that. We're tracking how we feel, how we did with our nutrition, the steps, how life is going. We're assessing those things and we reflect and talk about it. So then we know together we're one unit and knowing that we're going in the right direction. Your PM and AM rhythms, routines. No food an hour before bed. Rest, put that, if you text me, more than likely if you text me after 8 o'clock, my phone is already on do not disturb. Not just because I have Luca, but that's a great excuse for me now. So I'm going to use it. But that's for me, my time, so I can start winding down. So I can get into the routine that I need for me to be successful for the next day, for myself, for my family, for you guys. Read. I'm getting up, I'm reading something, I'm trying to learn something new every single day, whether it's something new about you guys, I'm trying to learn something in a book for me to grow my business, for me to grow as an individual, and to grow in my faith as well. So my AM rhythm routine, water, drink as soon as I get up, before I have my coffee. All of us on here coffee drinkers. Oh, I can't even see your face. Let me get back on there. I tried to see y'all faces when I said that. Water, water, water before the coffee. Make sure you get it. Make sure we're moving, getting that body into flow. So that means go ahead and get those morning workouts in. Don't wait till the last minute. Don't wait till the evening. There's too many excuses. There's too many obstacles to get in your way. So if you say that you're going to wait till the evening and it don't happen, and you say, oh, life happened, regardless of what happened, that's still an excuse. Because you had the opportunity to get up 30, 40 minutes to an hour earlier to get in some type of movement. Even if that was just getting outside, going for a walk. It feels great. It's 50 degrees, 60 degrees outside in the mornings. Throw a jacket on, throw some pants on, and go for a walk. So we become more of what we do repeatedly. Repeat those Thrive actions. So What that means is if you're hitting those proteins, you're getting those workouts, you're hitting all those PM and AM routines, there's no way that you can't be successful. You're getting in your fruits, vegetables, and proteins in your water. You're getting your sleep. You're stressing as less as possible. There's no way that you will not be healthy. All right, so tell yourself the truth. These essentials. How to make your results last. It's easy to get results. A lot of us, we didn't lose weight and gained it right back. So it's much harder to actually keep the results. There are 3 things that are essential to long-term success. So that first thing, you have to tell yourself the truth. There can be no real progress without the truth. Mentally, physically. If you're living in an illusion or from a false identity, what we think of as progress isn't truly true progress. Without being truthful with yourself, you'll find yourself avoiding the real issue or staying busy with a lot of movement, but not getting any closer towards our goals or ideals. So what I mean by that, so like there's a lot of people, we say, I'm so busy, I can't find time to work out. If you can't find time to work out, regardless of how busy you say you are, will you have time? You will have to make time to be on the medicine, to be going to the doctor, for your routine checkups. So do you make time? Find out what you believe. What does progress look like to you? Find out your truth. And don't live from a false identity. Because if you're living from a false identity, from lying to yourself to, hey, I'm supposed to get up at 5. I hit snooze at 5:15. It's 5:30. I'm supposed to be at the gym at 6. It's too late for me to leave the house. Like, you're doing all these things. You're doing a lot of movement, but you're staying in the same place. You're not moving forward. The goal is to get 1% better. How can we get 1% better? By doing all the foundational things, the AM, the PM rituals, the sleep, moving, hydrate, fuel, lifting, and reflecting. That's how we get 1% better. So living in your truth, finding out what their truth is. So ask yourself, here go the questions. Ask yourself, do my current actions, the things that I do each and every day, reflect my true identity? What is your identity? Who do you identify yourself to be? Do you identify yourself to be a healthier person, a smarter person, a more faithful person? So reflect on that, on your true identity. So why or why not? So now I have a question for all of you. I would like for all of you to answer. That second question, where can you improve? Where can I improve in life? I will go first. So where I can improve in life will be my faith. So getting stronger with what I believe in, believing in God. I personally need to improve. So I have things in place. I have my wife in place to help me with that, so that I can improve. So then that will reflect on your true identity. That will be able to reflect everything else that I do. Because God gave all of us a purpose. So how can you improve that purpose? Where can you improve in life? Who wants to go next? It's just something simple.
I can go.
Okay.
I can improve on not making excuses and actually work out. I'm like one of those people that'll say I'm so busy that I don't have time to work out, or I think I'm gonna wait till the afternoon, and then like you said, life happens, or something with the baby, or something with work, or something happens, and then it just doesn't happen. So for me, I need to start getting up earlier and doing it before, so that I don't have any excuses in the afternoon.
Okay, so what can you do to make sure you do get up early?
I need to set my alarm and actually get up.
All right, there you go. And some days you are consistent. This is Kenzie talking, y'all. So this is something that you can improve on. Now you know that, hey, and she lives with me. And y'all know I'm up early. So this is something that you know that you need to work on. So every morning, that alarm clock should be set. If you usually wake up at 7 with Luca or whenever he wakes up, you know whatever time he's waking up normally, you need to go ahead and set your alarm clock 45 minutes to an hour earlier. So then that way you have the chance to go ahead and beat him. Great job. Next person.
Jay, repeat your question again for everybody.
Where can I improve in life? So hers was waking up early. Mine was improving my faith. It can be something simple as drinking more water. Eating healthier. Better mindset for nutrition. Come on, talk to me, y'all.
I'll go to this.
Go ahead, Dana.
Who's that?
Go ahead, Dana.
Sorry, I was just going to say mine is water.
Water.
You hit mine for me. I'm terrible about drinking water.
Okay, so what can we do to improve?
So I actually today finally bought a bottle that actually lights up on my desk when I've not picked it up in a certain amount of time, so I can set it in front of me and it'll like physically blink and make me focus on it. So
fancy. So okay, perfect. Now that you got the water in front of you, you putting something in front that alerts you. Perfect. That's just like Kenzie and her alarm. Except that's exactly what you need. Now the second step is making sure that you keep that bottle with you. Maybe throwing some lemon lime or something in there to make sure it tastes good for you. Some fruit. Bam. That's it. That's a win. Go get it. You got it. Next person. Who's up? Let's go.
All right, it's Sarah. I need to learn how to give myself more grace because when I mess up, I just am like, screw it for the rest of the day. It just is game on.
Okay.
So I need to realize that if I mess up, that's like a temporary thing, and I need to give myself grace and then just move on.
Okay, so how can you improve on that?
Like, forgive myself for messing up.
Perfect.
Forgive your. Dwell on it all day about it.
There you go. Improve that next meal, that next opportunity that you have. Giving yourself grace, knowing that you are not perfect, knowing that you got a lot of stuff that's stressing you out, you got a lot of stuff against you, maybe, than you have going for you, maybe. So give yourself a little bit more grace. Not an excuse. Give yourself a little bit more grace to help push you towards that next best opportunity. And that next best opportunity, so we're on here, we're talking about working out. We're talking about living a healthier lifestyle. We're talking about nutrition. So give yourself grace. I picked on you earlier about the Twizzler part. If you know that you ate the Twizzlers, what's the next best thing? Go get that protein. Don't beat yourself up, because as soon as you don't give yourself grace, you're pushing yourself away from where you want to go instead of pulling yourself closer to where you want to be. So keep pulling yourself. So every time we walk past a mirror, every time something goes slightly through our mind that is negative, we have to reframe that. It has to be positive. I got on the Noel. He said that he cheated on his meal plan, on his nutrition. No, we enjoyed ourselves. We getting right back on to the next. That next best opportunity. Great job. Who's next?
I'll go next, and you can tell the rest of the story of that cheating that I told you, Jay. But anyways, mine would be just committing to reading more positivity instead of getting on things that are positive and would uplift not only me, but those that I come in contact throughout the day.
Good. So, and how can you improve on that, like through your reading, through like what is one thing that you can do?
It's time that I get up in the morning and I, into social media, just dedicate that to reading some good words
There you
instead of toxic social media stuff.
there you go. That right there is some simple, and that's something that I gave up. I don't get on social media first thing. That first hour, 2 hours, that's all me. That's all me. So, and I can attest to that. That is something that will help you improve on that positivity and bringing more positivity to others. So, great job.
Not to emotionally eat.
Not to emotionally eat. So how can you improve on that?
I don't know.
Okay, that's why we're here. So can somebody help us out? There's a lot of us on here that do emotionally eat, and Melissa is needing us right now in this moment. So I need somebody to help all of us out.
I think instead of emotional eating, because I'm definitely an emotional eater, especially if you've had a bad day, it's just like you want the comfort meal, thinking that that's going to make you feel better. What's helped sometimes with me is like going on a walk or going to work out or something before I eat, so that can try to help bring the emotions down before you eat. Because I swear, working out, you hate it to go do it or to start it, but Jay always says you're never gonna feel worse after you work out or go on a walk. So I'm definitely an emotional eater. If I've had a bad day, I'm gonna go for the comfort meal rather than the salad, because I'm like, the salad's not gonna make me happy. A spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A is, but then you're gonna feel worse because you already were in a worse mood. Now you're like, oh, I didn't do this now, so now you're double feel bad, and that didn't help the situation. So take a minute, go take a shower, stand in the shower for a little bit while drinking a bottle of water, go on a walk while drinking a bottle of water. Definitely always drink a bottle of water before you eat, and then that sometimes helps settle it down. But just go on a 10-minute walk and calm down, and then think about the meal. And I'm preaching to the choir because I need to do this myself.
Does that help?
Can I touch on that one?
Go ahead.
Because you mentioned earlier about mental as well, or like mental health as well. I feel like that also could be like a mental thing too. Because like, you know, if you like feel upset, like emotional, or you feel like you just want to just take a quick snack, feel like a woosah break. You know, instead of, you know, grabbing that quick snack, you can just, you know, have like a mental 5 minutes, or like a mental 2 minutes, and then maybe that might, you know, also, you know, help as well. Cause I feel like that, you know, you might probably not start, but, you know, try to, you know, do that as well with that. You know, that might help as well. Cause I ain't gonna lie too, especially when I get stressed. I mean, but, you know, it's just, you know, it's easy, like candy. I'm eating candy right now. You know, it's just like a quick, easy, available snack to have. So I definitely get that for sure.
Right on. So, and that right there, Melissa, those were two honest answers.
Mm-hmm.
Could you relate with both of them?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you think that you could do that? Don't think too hard.
Yeah.
Don't think too hard. Yes or no? Don't think too hard. You thinking too much. Yes or no?
I don't know.
Yes or no? I want you to try to tie your shoe up. I want you to go try to brush your teeth in the morning. See how that work out for you. Yes or no? You're living in the gray area, and you're not the only one. Me, myself, the two people, Devin and Kenzie, that just talked. We're all living, we're giving ourselves that gray area where it should just be black or white. You're giving yourself that gray area is the excuses. So don't give yourself that opportunity to make that excuse. So I know where you are. I know your past, I know your present, I know where you're trying to go with your future. So it's either a yes or no. I'm going to do it or I'm not going to do it. I'm not saying that every time that you do try or that you do go after it is going to be perfect. Remember what I told you at the beginning. In order for us to get the progress that we're looking for, we have to be consistently great rather than occasionally perfect.
Well, maybe that's my thing too, is being consistent. Because I can do it, and I'll be...
Hold on. I don't mean to interrupt you. You just said that you could do it. Bam.
Can.
You're thinking too much. You getting ready to give me something else to talk yourself away out of it. Look, I already know what you're about to do. I done been through it. I done coached people through this before. Do not give yourself a way out. That goes for everybody on this call. Giving yourself a way out can be, oh, I can't afford this month, Jay. Oh, I'm going to try. I don't know if I can, or I'm going to. No, you're living in the gray area. Is either a yes or it's a no. You're going to put your best foot forward, and I'm going to do it. Not saying that I'm not going to fail. I know you're going to fail. But how do successful people, how did they become successful? They failed, they got it right. They failed, they got it right. So you're going to take a step forward. There's going to be days where you might take a half a step back. Then you might take a half a step forward, so you're back in the same place. Then you're going to take 2 more steps back, but then you're going to take 5 more steps forward. So that's part of that Sarah giving grace to yourself, not an excuse. Giving grace to yourself, knowing that you are not a perfect person, but you are a great person. But you have to believe that. You have to believe that the stronger version of you is inside of you, is that person right now. That's why you work out. When things started to get easier, from when I first started training and coaching you, you couldn't do 1 sit-up. A month later, you said, Jay, I couldn't do it. And a couple of y'all that's on this call seen it firsthand. Said you couldn't do it. And you busted out 15 of them. Because there was no gray area. You didn't give yourself the excuse. I didn't allow you to give an excuse. So you can't allow yourself to give an excuse for that. And that's how you can improve on that. Go for a 10-minute walk. You know you should be getting in your steps. That's something you should be getting in your steps. So go for that 10-minute walk. Take that 2 to 5 minutes deep breathing before you go do it. Drink that water.
Don't give myself an excuse.
Don't give yourself an excuse. It's easy. Weak people give themselves excuses. For me, not reading the Bible or listening to something spiritual, whatever it might be, to help me out with my faith. Kenzie not waking up when she said she should be, excuse. Dina not getting in her water, excuse. Whatever it might be, Devin eating the Starburst or whatever it was, excuse. We can't live in that gray area. Not saying that you can't be perfect. Not saying that you can be perfect, but I want you to be great. I'm not looking for perfection. If I was looking for perfection, that's something that I will be preaching every single day. I mean, I would like to think that all of us are perfect on here. We're living for that perfection so that we can be great. So, because we know that we're going to fall short of perfection. And falling short of perfection, that's the greatness. And what's that saying that you like to hear? You can, you will, you must, you did. You can, you will, you must, you did. Thrive. That number 1 in thrive is for you to put yourself first. We're thriving. Where is the opportunity to grow? So we just went over that. Everybody that spoke up, that is your opportunity. That's where you can improve. That's how you can get that 1% better. Every chance that you get. Every day. Every day is a new chance. So if you didn't do so hot today, you didn't do so hot this weekend, today is your new chance. So now, and why is this important to my journey? Why is this important to your journey of becoming more of the person that you were made to be? Why is that important to you? Why are you chasing this healthy lifestyle? Why are you chasing to be strong mentally as well as physically? Why are you here? Why do you get up and go to work every day? And a lot of us, our motivations are all the same. More than likely, everybody on, matter of fact, everybody on this call has a kid, has a child. That is a motivation, whether they in your house or not. That is your motivation. Because sometimes we can't do it enough for ourselves till we get to that point. We can't do it enough for ourselves, so we have to find what else can motivate us, can push us. Who's looking up to us? And I got a couple texts this week that what we've been doing, the things that we've been going over, the progress that the individuals that's on this call has been making, everything they were going over is working and they're loving it. How can we get you to that place? For you to love the journey that you're on. Stop looking at the destination. A lot of us want to lose 20, 30, 40 pounds. We want to get to a certain body composition. It might not be the abs, but maybe we want to just a slight flatter tummy. Maybe we want bigger arms, bigger shoulders, just to be stronger. Maybe some of us just want to be mentally stronger. Maybe some of us just want to get the nutrition down pat. Don't stop looking. You have the vision. We have the goals. So your vision, use me as an example. Yes, I want the abs. I want to grow my business. I want to have 100 of y'all on a call. I want to grow. I want my wife to be successful. I want my son to be successful. I want to be able to leave a legacy. So that's my vision. The goals, those small steps, are the goals that's going to get you to that vision. So write down with that vision of you, that most successful you, what that person looks like. Those goals that get you up that ladder is what's going to help you get there. So that right there, I just reframed my mind within the past few weeks. Instead of saying this is my goal, I'm saying this is my vision. Because that really hit home when I heard somebody say that. Because I've been looking at it the wrong way. I've been talking about it the wrong way. So what is your vision of yourself? And the goals, the steps are what we will put in place for you to reach that. And a lot of y'all, all of you are doing, you already got one of the goals down pat. You already taking the steps each week by being on this call. Each week by jumping on our weekly phone calls. Each day getting in the protein, getting in the water. Maybe you didn't get in one of those things. Getting into workouts. Maybe you didn't get your workout. But you know that you should have got it in. Some people just not even aware. They don't even care. But you care enough to think twice about it. Now, all you have to do, take that next opportunity, that next meal, that next day to get it right, to be great. Are you looking for solutions or excuses? We ain't looking for excuses no more. We're solution oriented. So we're looking for the solutions to improve where we're lacking. Looking for the solutions to improve where we're not great. We're chasing the perfection so that we can be great. Remember, consistently great, occasionally perfect. I would rather you be, me personally, I would rather you be consistently great. Let's be great together. Let's thrive. What do I need to let go of so I can step more into the growth? I don't think y'all heard me. What do you need to let go of so you can step more into your growth? What are you doing daily that's holding you back? Is it the social media in the mornings that's holding you back? Is it the TV that we're watching that's holding us back? Is it hitting the snooze button that's holding us back? Is it not carrying our water with us that's not holding us back? Is it not prepping just the protein that's holding us back? Is it the mindset, the weakness of our mind? Is that what's holding us back? What's holding you back from growing? So what can you do? What can you let go of right now? Right now, as we're on this call, let go of it. Stop holding on to it. You can't be married to the bad habits. You married to the bad habits, that's what got you here in the first place. Let go. Let go. Step more into that growth. Let go and let God. I know y'all done heard that before. Count the costs. We're going to finish up here real quick. Count the costs. There's a price or cost to anything in life. We already know that. If I'm sitting here eating my ice cream and cookies every day, the cost of that, the price that I'm going to have to pay the next day, the next week, from a mindset to the physical, the price I'm going to have to pay. What we want will always require something from us, whether it's money, comfort, or even a false identity. Sometimes to become who you want to become, you must be willing to pay the price of letting go of old habits and patterns that have held you back for far too long. Let go of what's holding you back. And that is probably the thing that you love every single day. The thing that you love is hindering you from making that growth. So let go. Let go of the old habits. Surround yourself with people that's running the same path that you're trying to run. Even though we might have to pivot in certain ways, run with those people. Keep your head down. Keep running. When you have to pivot, pivot. When you have to let go of something else, pivot off that. Let go of it. Because those old habits, those same patterns, that same pattern of you getting up last minute because you hit snooze. Getting up last minute to hurry up and get out the door, get straight to work when you know you should have been up 30 minutes, 45 minutes earlier. The old patterns, oh, I forgot my water. Oh, I ain't bring nothing to eat. And what we put in our mouth, we can control that. Regardless of whatever is going on in life. Because calories is what makes us become overweight. So you can control what goes in your mouth. So if you know you're about to make a bad decision, don't make the decision at all. If you know you have an opportunity to make a bad decision, just as much as a good decision, don't make the decision at all. So that way, you're not making the bad decision. Because sometimes, honestly, and I say it that way, but sometimes not making a decision is making a decision. Depending on the scenario. So ask yourself, what is required of me to achieve my dream, goal, or desire? So in other words, what would keep me from the result I desire? Our goal is to be healthy. Our goal is to be mentally strong, physically strong, living a healthy lifestyle, keeping the weight that we left off, not being back in the place that we used to be in. What is it that we desire that's going to push us forward to get us to where we want to be? Am I willing to pay that price? Are you willing to pay the price? I think you are. You on this call right now. And that's what excites me. You're willing to pay the price. This is part of that price. Part of that price is what you pay me every month. Because you can think of it this way. Pay me, pay any coach, pay any gym. You paying that price. I would rather pay $200 a month for coaching versus having to pay thousands of dollars at a time later on down the road for doctor bills, for the medications that I'm on. So you can pay the price now, or you can pay it later. And then we got to think about, as we do get older, we all think about retirement. The retirement age is what, 65? Where are you going to be at 65? Look at your bank. Look at the income that's coming in. Look at what's going out. Look at your health. Do you want to be someone 65 years old where you're supposed to be living, traveling the world, playing with the grandkids, great grandkids? Do you want to pay the price now, that cheaper price, or do you want to pay the price later on in life where it's thousands of dollars coming out of your pocket? Hours, let's not even talk about money. Hours of your time from being sick. We all done been sick. We done been to the hospital, went to the emergency room. You were in there 10 hours. And all they gave you was an Advil. Where do you want to be? What is that desire? What price are you willing to pay for what the desire that you want? What would it feel like to achieve this dream, goal, vision, or desire? What will it feel like? And that vision that you have, that dream, that goal, that desire that you have, it should get you excited. The energy that y'all feel coming from my screen right now, it should get you excited. Because I know you all are doing the right thing to get you to where you want to be, for the desires to come true, for the visions that you have for yourself and the others around you. It's coming true. I could have easily had one person on this call, but now I got what, 9, 10. My vision, my desires are coming true because of you, but because of the actions that I'm taking, not the inactions. So remember, the price of the inactions is far greater than the cost of making a mistake. So make those mistakes now. Because later on in life, you might not be given so much grace to make those same mistakes. So getting better 1% every day, 1% better. There's going to be times where, let's say, if we're supposed to be hitting sleep, protein, water, steps, reflecting, if we're hitting all those thrive opportunities for us to win each day, yes, if you hit all those, that's progress. Let's say you only hit one of those. So you only got those 8,000 to 10,000 steps in. Everything else was out the window. Use that. It might not be perfect. It might not be great. Maybe it's just good. That's still your chance to get 1% better. There's 365 days in a year. And we're just looking at from 1% to 100%. All you need is 100 days. You get 100 days right, you're 100% better. Just imagine from today till September 10th, 2025, you're still working with me. You're still doing all these things for you to get better. Just imagine the way your life will be. Because you're doing all the good things. You're being more consistently great than occasionally perfect. You just got to be more consistent. And that's what we have to work on. Work on being consistent with the things that we need to have in place. But you got to first have those things in place. So this is the progress over perfection approach. This is important because here's the truth. One step in the right direction is still progress. Melissa, you said you made bad decisions. You're making the right decision by making your meal at home. When we first started, you ate out pretty much every meal. But you forgot about that. You're sitting there, you just showed me the whole grocery store of fruits right in your kitchen. On top of it, you're cooking. On top of it, you're prepping food that you can freeze to have for prep weeks, months down the road. That's progress. You have to remember that. That's so important. That's how you're getting 1% better today. So let's start looking at the good things that we have going on in life and stop looking at the bad. That goes for everybody. Look at the good instead of the bad. It could have been a bad decision for me and Kenzie to have a baby. Some people could have said, that's a bad decision for y'all to have a baby. The energy that we put on it, the mindset that we have on it, is what made that a perfect decision. We have to get out our own head to listen to the winner that's inside of us. You got two people on your shoulder, the good and the bad. Listen to the good. Listen to the good. Most people wait around until the so-called perfect time to take action. They know they need to take this. It's all in all out mentality is what holds more people back from achieving their dreams than sickness, disease, or condition known to mankind. So we're looking for that perfect time. Oh, I'm going to start next week. No, you start right now. Right now. There's never a perfect time. We all got kids on here. Was it ever the perfect time? And I always thought, hey, I need to make sure, yeah, it's smart to be financially ready, but are you really truly financially ready? Especially if you got a wife like mine that wants to get everything, take the whole house to the beach. So, is it ever the perfect time? Is it ever the perfect plan? No. The perfect time is today. And the perfect plan is the one that you can repeat. So that's what I'm trying to shift y'all mindset about nutrition. A lot of us going on certain diets, doing all these things. We're looking to be perfect. There's no perfect plan. There's no perfect time. So start today. Figure out what works best for you. We know that we can stick to whole foods, proteins, meats, vegetables. You can't get fat off that. Ask yourself, am I staying stagnant because of the perfection mentality? How can I raise my baseline today? Daily reps, time blocking, etc. Putting the water in front of you. Setting that time up right for you to do that. Meal prepping. Is my trajectory positive or negative? Why is that? And how can I change or improve this today? I think we all improve that today. Success is measured in years, not weeks. The most successful people, just think about the phone, the computer that you're probably on. It took years for them to develop that. The iPhone, the iPad. For the ones that have Android, trash. Just playing. So success is measured in years, not weeks. So stop looking for that 30-day quick fix. Stop looking for that 90-day quick fix. And for me to run my business based off that, everybody in this chat has seen results within 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Maybe you were looking for more success, but more success does not set you up for success. We can have these quick overnight successes. It might look like it for some people that you might see online, but it wasn't overnight. It's what they did day by day, week by week, month by month, year over year. So you have to embrace the day-to-day journey of being and becoming, learning and growing, trying and doing better, over and over again. Stop, restart. Stop, restart. Stop, restart. These conversations that we have, the things that I say that come out of my mouth each week on the individual phone calls to the Zoom calls, is going to be repeated. We're looking for so many different things. We're looking for so much information when that isn't the best. We need to stick to the foundations. because those foundations over time, over years, is what's going to get us through. We all have had upsets in our life. The only thing that's going to get you through that, those bad times, is time. Time itself gets easier. So let go of whatever is holding you back and not serving you, and become more of the person you were created to be. That's all I have for y'all today. Great job. Thank y'all for everything. Y'all got any questions for me?